Let's start it up. Cleaner's up there working on the side panel. We're taking it off. I'm taking off all the stuff that I put on just for the photo shoot. I'm going to take off this cheap plastic threaded lever handle. We'll keep it, of course. We might need it. And the reason is because a viewer, the one that sent us a really cool compartment wrench tool, made these, and they are solid billet inside of this laminated wood. I guess it's not laminated, but it's... I'm not a woodworker, but this is an awesome job. I'm going to put this on there. It's got the LAOL logo on the back. It looks so much better on here. Now, he sent us 3. I thought about putting them on the clutches, but this way I can put one on 3 different D4s. And of course, I got it on my favorite part of this machine, the belt pulley. Not my favorite, but... me and that belt pulley have a history. Let's just say it's been an abusive relationship with the belt pulley. We're checking the fuel. We've already checked all the fluids. Everything looks good. I think we're gonna fire up Lefty. The fuel's on. I gotta show this off. So this arrived in the mail yesterday from a viewer, Tim Aiken, has a YouTube channel. Thank you, Tim. This is a bleeder wrench, and it is a 9F22. We're going to use this. He also sent a very cool book, Caterpillar, Farm Tractors, Bulldozers, and Heavy Machinery. Seriously, check it out. Really cool pictures. I had to pry it out of the cleaner's hands so we could go to work this morning. It's that nervous feeling again, so we've been dragging our feet this morning. We started messing around with stuff on the RD4, kind of like everything we can do not to start Lefty because we're nervous. You might remember we built this crooked, Dad calls it the crooked pipe, but this is, so if there's any wet stacking or oil that comes out, it gets it away from Lefty instead of all over the tractor. But I told him we should just turn it around towards the operator. Then you can see if there's wet stacking.
No, you can feel it.
Yes, yeah, since neither one of us can see.
Oh, that's
It's metric.
Yes.
That's the only metric bolt on this machine.
I guess I should mention that. It's temporary. We're not leaving that on here.
Let's get the seat cushion over there. Got my 3/4 to bleed the injectors, and I got the barrel bleeder wrench. The only thing we really haven't ironed out on here is the pinion. I know that we need to do some work on that because it's not staying snapped in. That'll have to be in the future. But other than that, I think we're ready to go. Dad's turning on the gas. We got to use the RD4 pull rope because we put the one I made for this somewhere special. Who's going to drive this, me or you?
You.
Clutches are all working great. Dad's giving it a go. He's got a smile a mile wide, as do I this morning. Ah, the waterworks. I fight them every day. Dad says that's third gear. That one track on the right side, it's still got a couple of sticky ones that you probably heard them popping when we backed it out. Put the Donaldson pre-cleaner on there, and we're gonna take it out and play with it in the dirt. That track on the left side, it's perfectly fine. No more issues with that. Got about 2 or 3 pins on the right side that are a little sticky yet. We're hoping after today we can kind of work them loose and just put this thing together once and for all for good. And we'll only have to really address the pinion. I was hoping for a little drone footage today, but it's a little windy. We're gonna hook it up to the 9-foot one-way and pull it around. Try and break that engine in, pull it a little bit. Dad has a lot of hours pulling that one way with our John Deere D and the 400 and a lot of other machines that we have.
It was at this moment that he knew.
This little area here is the LAOL Proving Grounds.
Yeah, we're good. I need that because I ran over my rope.
Ran over his pull rope. What kind of operator? It's been driving Dad nuts, so he's trying to fill in the ditch I dug out here. Actually got a little bit of moisture in this dirt. It's unusual. We're pulling it now. Dad always said Grandpa and I were way too passive when we run equipment. And that's because Grandpa and I ended up having to fix them. So Dad's the right person for this job to break that engine in. He just came back from a pretty long, well-deserved vacation with Mom, and I dropped him off at home, and the first thing he says is, "So, can I come out tomorrow and we can start Lefty?" I said, I got a few things to do, but he's super excited. One of the things they talk about when you're running an implement with a trip like that with a rope, to make sure you don't wrap it around your hand or anywhere that if it yanks loose or somebody runs over it, that don't yank you. When we stopped running it before, we had about an hour on the service meter, so we'll be able to keep track of how long we've run it today to break it in. Third gear. We're pretty happy with this. For $1 million, we might sell it to anybody but Whistling Diesel. He couldn't afford it. I bet there were a lot of people that thought that this tractor would never turn earth again. Dad's reliving his childhood. What a happy day. Lefty was clean and nice and new looking for about 5 minutes. This is the way they're supposed to look. Dad's having so much fun. I love it. It's idling nice. Yeah, cool. You got a little bit of oil on your face. Yeah, it's really cleaned up.
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
He got a lot cleaned up.
Yeah, we gotta run it. Lefty's turning left. Dad's gonna run it. I'm gonna shut the cameras off. We're gonna run it for several hours and probably at just a nice consistent pull now. Here, so you can stay hydrated. I don't want you running to the water jump. We gotta break this engine in.
Well, we're doing it. I think it's breaking me in.
It's breaking you in. I guess it's my turn.
Yeah.
water's right where it should be. Nothing's moved. Well, maybe. Looks like we got water in the oil a little bit. I don't know. It's a little milky. I don't know if that's just because we cleaned the block out and it's dirt in there. I don't know. Making a little steam in the breather. I might need to tighten down the injectors maybe a little. Those pre-cups. Diesel, all of our diesel leaks have stopped. That fuel gauge is still not showing pressure. I don't know what's up with that. Obviously it's running fine. We made a mess.
Yeah, I know. Well, we knew it would do that.
Yeah.
And that one right there. Yeah, there's a little steam coming through. The head gasket doesn't appear to be leaking anywhere that I can see.
I'm gonna run it around the circle and we're gonna drop the one way over here and take it in the shop. I'll run it around outside and get the dirt off first. It never had any sign of water in it before, so I don't know. We're gonna have to do some investigating. One thing after another with Lefty. Halfway between 2 and 3 hours on the meter. I don't know. Is it dirty? Is it...
It looks watery.
It does look like water. I mean, it's running good. It pulls really good.
Yeah.
The wet stacking has pretty much ceased. I'll check the water again, but it also stayed right where it was. I mean, it's possible we had water get in here while it was sitting with just water in it for a while. And maybe when the warm and cool cycle, it maybe sealed up the head gaskets and stuff. We retorqued the head gasket. I mean, that's right where it was when we started.
Yeah, but it doesn't take much water in the oil to do that.
I'm going to, while it's warm, I'm going to snug down these injectors in those pre-cups just a little bit. I'm just going to put a wrench on them and see what they do. We're going to let it cool off tonight. We're not going to just jump to dumping the oil. We're going to let it cool off tonight and see if anything separates. They're pretty tight.
Yeah, I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, well, we never did mess with these back two pre-cups. We resealed the fronts, and all of them on your RD4 I did, but...
No, we did these two. Remember, these are the ones...
Yes, yeah. Yeah, these ones we never mess with, and they're a little loose. They're in fact, look at them, they're tightened down more. I'm almost wondering if we ought to pull these out, drain the water, pull them out, and reseal them. I don't know.
We got to pull the head to do that.
The track has progressively gotten better. I think we could put the fender on.
Yeah, we could get away with it, I
think so.
It's dried up on the wet stacking quite a bit.
It's got a little pop and a little bit of smoke, but I don't know if that's water or oil.
I see blue. That's why I backed off and got a good background, and it was blue, and that's oil. So okay. I'm not worried about that.
Boy, we got him all dirty, didn't we?
Yeah.
This is why I wanted to put the decals on before we took it out and did this.
Yeah, we're good. It'll clean up. I'll work it over. We should have blown this dirt off of these areas.
Yeah, well, We can push
still
it out
can.
and do that.
The funny thing is we ran it for quite some time before. It never showed any signs of that.
Yeah, no crank seal leak, no water pump leaks.
Don't see any water
no
leaks.
water leaks. No, I don't see any leaks anywhere. I mean, this dirt that's collected, that's residual from when I just bled the fuel system. The silly gauge never works. I don't know if it's got an air bubble in it here, but obviously it's running. I've been told those are finicky, so whatever. I mean, I really see no big...
The clutches all work good. The steering clutches work good. The brakes work good.
The left brake's a little squealy,
Yeah.
I noticed, but
Well, you were turning left more than anything.
yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
Our final drives, even this morning, they seem to have cleared up for the most part. I mean, there's a little seep, but they're not bad.
What do you think?
Well, let's get it cleaned up and yeah, let's not run. Let's let that oil settle. Let's pull it out, blow the dirt off of it, and clean it up. See what that looks like in the morning.
I think you're right, and I kind of, something's kind of bugging me about those front two pre-combustion chambers.
We probably should have done those too.
Yeah.
Pulled them.
Yeah,
But that second one looked fine, and we put it right back in.
it did.
Wind really came up. That's why no drone footage today. Oh, hi.
You like your trucks, don't ya? Yeah. That's your favorite spot to hang out, right here on these trucks.
Pull it straight out there, and I'll blow it off quick, and we'll push it right back in.
All right.
Cleaner's going to go to work cleaning off what wet stacking splatter got all over that. I think it's pretty much done doing that. We're going to let it sit overnight. We'll probably crack the plug in the drain pan, see if a little water comes out of the bottom. Maybe it separates. Just double check that. And while he's doing that, I am going to do the POR 15 treatment on the RD4 pony motor fuel tank. I'm not going to waste your time with that. I already did a video on that, so if you want to see it, check it out. We noticed when we were running Lefty that there was a fair amount of like steam coming out of this. So I'm going to drain it and see what's in here. And there's water. Quite a bit.
Rusty looking water. Now, this sat with just pure water in it until I put antifreeze in it, I don't know, a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to do the crackle test, so I'm going to heat up this stove with a pan on top of it, and then I'm going to drop a little oil off the dipstick into that hot pan. If it sizzles or crackles or vaporizes the spot a little bit, then we know we got water in the oil.
I think we're hot enough. Sounds like we got water in the oil.
Yep. Sure enough,
Yep.
that's water.
So the next question is, where's it coming from? I think I know. I don't know. It could be around the liners that we put in. I don't know. They all have new O-rings. We reused the copper seals at the top because I can't get those. And I think Cat had some, but they were like $196 each. We got a new head gasket. It should be okay. Hopefully, don't have a crack in the head. Now, I don't know if this is water that's been in there. This machine's been sitting for a couple of months, and it may have been seeping into the engine from somewhere, somehow. It didn't appear to have antifreeze in it. We'll pop the plug on the pan and take a look. We've got to get this stuff out of here. And I might drain the radiator and pull those pre-cups, I guess. Maybe even pull the head off. Up until about 3 weeks ago, it had just pure water in it. And I drained it out. It sat actually empty for quite some time. And then about 3 weeks ago, I put antifreeze water mixture in there. So If we crack that oil plug and we get pure water out, we'll know that it was from before. If we get antifreeze, we'll know that it's still a problem. So that's where we're gonna start. We'll see. How'd you sleep last night?
Restless.
I think we both slept very restless because of the water that we found in here. Yeah, it's got...
Yeah,
it's frothy.
oh, it's bad.
I'm gonna go underneath and pop the drain plug on the oil pan. I got a bad feeling I'm gonna get an all or nothing here. It's dripping water.
Is it?
Yeah.
Let it drip a minute here.
Yep, there's antifreeze in it.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yep, we got a problem. That is really, really, really not good. Oh, there's a lot more water in there.
I told you, I knew there would be. Looks like it got oiled now, though.
Yeah, milk. On the next one, we're gonna pull the head off, see if we can figure out where that water's coming from. We got no quit in us, that's for sure. I do want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you on that next one. I've had some viewers ask why we don't have a swear jar, or if we swear in the shop. And I'll just put it this way. We tried the swear jar. This was probably not a good day to try it. This will maybe explain why we don't have a swear jar. Well, yeah, you'll see. So the answer why we don't have a swear jar is, well, we just can't afford it. And that was only after the first 5 minutes when we found out we had water in the oil. Some of us are worse than others. Dad.